That delay does not mean it's a denial from God. That delay could be protection. That delay could be preparation needed. That delay could mean God has something better in store for you. So do not feel discouraged. Keep going, sis. Keep going. Have you ever felt like you are just in a season where you are constantly praying and nothing seems to be happening? The door seems to be continuing to be closed. Things seem to be delayed. If that is you, you're going to want to stay for this whole video. So let's get right into it. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Evie Faith. I am a full-time Christian content creator, really just on a journey of obedience and walking in what God has told me to do each and every day. And to just continue to show up in hopes that these videos will reach exactly who needs to hear it in this moment of their life. So I truly hope y'all will support me in this journey and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and share this video with someone that needs to hear it today. But let's get right into it. Have you ever felt like you are constantly praying for something and the door is being closed? Like you are constantly trying to walk in what God has told you to do, but nothing is moving the way you thought it would move. Like there's just constant delay after delay after delay, and you just can't understand why. Like it's just confusing. You feel like God may be punishing you, God's not hearing you, whatever the case may be. Because me too, girl. Okay, me too. I feel like I am in a season where I am constantly trying to walk in this obedience, constantly trying to show up and trust that everything is happening in God's timing. But that can be so hard to do when you're constantly praying for something and it just feels like it's constantly being delayed, or the door is just being shut right in your face. Because this is something that I too have been feeling, the Holy Spirit has been working on me to truly understand, like, honey, this is not about you. First of all, this is not about you. Second of all, that delay does not mean it's a denial from God. Things not working and moving the way that you feel like they should be moving at the time frame that you feel like they should be moving at does not mean it's a denial from God. Does not mean that God does not hear you. Does not mean that God is not listening or seeing exactly where you are and exactly what you need in this moment. Instead, it's shifting our perspective to know God is a good God, that He is a good Father, and He is looking out for us. We're constantly trying to feel like we know what's best for us, like we see the bigger picture, but we do not see things the way that God sees things. If this thing that you're praying for is what's best for you in this season and in this moment, God would be giving it to you. So we have to take a step back and think, there is a reason that I am not getting this in this current season of my life. There is a reason that things are being delayed. There is a reason that doors are being closed. And it's not because God is punishing you. And it's not because God is not hearing you. And it's not because God does not see exactly what you need in this moment. But instead shifting to understand that this could be a season of preparation that you're in. God could need you to step up a little bit more before He's ready to entrust you with the things that you're asking for and the things that He has in store for you. God could need you to get stronger in certain areas, to truly be prepared for what's to come, because that thing that you're constantly praying and asking for, you don't know what comes with that. And God sees the bigger picture. So He could know that you're just not quite ready for that thing that you're praying for, because there's so much more that comes with that. And we have to understand that it could be out of God's protection. God could also be closing this door because He is protecting you from something that's on the other side of that door. It could also mean that there is just so much better in store for you, so much bigger and better, and you're just thinking too small. We're just seeing things from our own worldly, small perspective when God sees the bigger picture. So it really all comes back to trust and faith that God knows what's best for us. God knows what He's doing. God knows the time frames that He has for us. And not comparing to someone else's time frame or someone else's journey, because you don't know what they've had to get through to be there. You also don't know if the journey that they're on is directed by God or them just walking in their own ways. And most times when you're in a season of walking in obedience in what God has told you to do, it's probably not going to look like everyone else's journey. So just keeping those things in mind, like, He has got us. He knows what He is doing. He knows the time frames. He knows what's coming. He has already prepared the way. And sometimes we just need to continue to walk until God is ready to open that door for us. And understanding that what's on the other side of that door, if we're not ready for in this moment, trust and believe that he is keeping that door closed for a reason. And trying to bust through that door on our own is probably going to cause more delays, probably going to cause more issues, more stress, more of all those things, because we're trying to push through the door that God has already closed, or God is just holding shut until it's time to open that door for you to come through. Now, you know me, I need to back it by the Bible, right? So just 2 examples off top, Joseph and Paul. Paul in Acts chapter 16, verse 6 through 10, it literally says that the Holy Spirit prevented Paul from preaching in a certain part of Asia and instead led him to Macedonia. Paul had a plan going into there to go preach at a certain place in Asia, and the Holy Spirit would not allow it. He was closing that door and redirected him through a dream. If that is not God's protection, provision, like God knew the bigger picture. He knew where Paul needed to be in that moment. So our ways of thinking, the things that we think we want and we need, sometimes can just not be in alignment with what God has for us. And we truly have to understand and accept that and pray, be in constant communication to understand, is this where you want me to be? And if this is where you want me to be, what do I need to do in this preparation process to make sure I am completely ready for what you have in store for me? And that is exactly the season that I feel like I'm in, where I'm constantly asking God, like, okay, I feel like this is what you want from me. I feel like we're in alignment here. How do I get to what you've already showed me is to come? And I just feel like I'm in a season of just preparation, just obedience, just walking in what he's told me to do in this moment while he prepares each step and puts all the puzzle pieces together for what he has in store for me, and making sure I am completely ready to receive what he's entrusted me with. Now, going back to the other Bible example, Joseph. Joseph was imprisoned. He was falsely accused. I'm sure he was thinking, what is going on here? This is not what I thought this was going to be. But whole time God was positioning him for a greater purpose. So just really, really understanding that he has got us. We do not have to push through these doors. What we need to do is stay in alignment with God, stay in communication with God, stay in our word, so that we know when it's time to make moves. We know the process and the phase that we're in. We know what he is calling us to do in this moment while he prepares what's to come. So I truly hope this encouraged someone out there. I always say, like, if God's working on me, it's only right that I come on here and share it with you guys as well, because if it's something I'm going through, I just know there's other people out there who are in this season of their life as well and can use the encouragement. So I pray this encourages you. I pray that you keep pushing and keep walking in what God has called you to do, and know that the blessings are coming. Know that the breakthrough is coming. Know that God's got you and he is just putting the pieces together. But in this meantime, you need to stay prepared. You need to stay in connection with God. You need to make sure you are 100% ready for what God has in store for you and what he is going to entrust you with, so that when you do receive it, you don't fumble the bag. You don't fumble what he has in store for you. So if this is a season of doors being closed, if this is a season of delay, know that it is not a denial. Know to get prepared for what God is about to do in your life. So I truly hope that this encourages you. And if it did, I hope that you would drop a comment, let me know if any of this resonated with you, or if you're in this season of your life as well. Let me know, let's connect. Hit that subscribe or check out some of my other videos. And I just hope they encourage you in your journey and your walk with God. I truly appreciate those who are not new to my channel and constantly coming back to support your girl and to get this encouraging word. I appreciate you guys. I know that I have failed on this last week of posting daily for my 30 days of posting, but I have been showing up in shorts. I have been, you know, just trying to do a couple different things. But I am very proud of my consistency through this past 30 days and just showing up. And I'll probably do a video on what took place over the last 30 days of me trying to post for 30 days straight and just give an update on that. So come back for that. But thank y'all so much again. And until the next video, bye.